Namaste dear all, welcome for yet another episode of PrAMaYaS kiSOra mEdhA prOtsAhana yOjanA. Today as a guest singer we have Srimati Saraswathi Nendraganti garu joining from Hyderabad. She is a student of Dr. Swarna Mangalampalli garu. Dr. Swarna happens to be one of the leading musicians of Hyderabad. Her husband is known to me close. He is Dr. Mangalampalli garu. He is an established Bharatanatyam dancer. And Dr. Swarna and Dr. Mangalampalli, they have an established music institution at Hyderabad. Over to you, Saraswathi garu. Please, I am pinning you. మీ తన్పురా వినపడలేదు. Yeah. Can you keep your phone on landscape mode? తిప్పి పెట్టొచ్చా? అది తిప్పండి, ఇది ల్యాండ్స్కేప్గా అయిపోతుంది. I think you have to deselect your screen rotation. If we can do, we can see the full screen. చూడండి, if it is possible. Otherwise, turn the phone back to portrait. Okay, మీరు తిప్పొచ్చు, మళ్ళీ తిప్పొచ్చు. Because you not deselected the అలా పెట్టుకోండి, no problem. పడండి.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Mahaganapathi manasa smarami Mahaganapathi smarami Mahaganapathi smarami Mahaganapathi smarami Mahaganapathi
Thank you, madam. Very nice. That's wonderful. Mahaganapathim in the Ragam Natai, the Vage Carlos, Sri Muthuswami Dikshidhar, composed set to Chaturashra Ekatalam. That's so wonderful. Jyoti garu kuda vastunara. Jyoti anedi kuda chinnammayi kaadu kada? Jyoti? Chinnammayi. Tarvata vastadi anto. Okay, no problem. And this program is exclusively for children up to about 25 years of age. No problem. So wonderful having you around here. And I think Vaishu has to leave. So can I have Kumari Dacha Vaishnavi joining from Hyderabad again? Vaishu, I'm pinning you.
Thank you, sir. Jyoti join అవుతుంది.
అవుతుంది.
మీరు
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. యా మీరు వినొచ్చు. నమస్తే. యా థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
వైషు, ఓవర్ టు యూ.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Vaishnavi, and today I'll be singing a film song, Moh Moh Ke Dhage, from Dam Laga Ke Haisha.
Are you on karaoke?
I'm on Shruti.
No.
So can
Only
I
on
use,
Shruti. Okay, very
box?
good. Be slow.
So is Shruti audible, sir?
Audible, audible.
Moha moha ke dhage, moha moha ke dhage, ye moha moha ke dhage तेरी उंगलियों से जाऊंचे, ये मोह मोह के धागे तेरी उंगलियों से जाऊंचे, कोई टोह टोह ना लागे, किस तरह गिर आए सुलझे, खैरों में रोम एक तारा, जो बादलों में से गुजरे, ये मोह मोह के धागे तेरी उंगलियों से जाऊंचे, कोई टोह टोह ना लागे, किस तरह गिर आए सुलझे, तूने तेरा मांग तूने मुझको है चुना, तूने तेरा मांग तूने मुझको है चुना, कैसे तूने अनकहा तूने अनकहा सब सुना, तूने तेरा मांग तूने मुझको है चुना, जन सब मेरा ध्यान सुनो, मेरे जाए शामों की तरह, मेरे मोह मोह के धागे तेरी उंगलियों से जाऊंचे, कोई तो मोह दूर ना लगे, किस तरह गिर आए सुलझे.
Good. Vaishu, nice. Okay. See, I told you last time, keep your tanpura behind you. I'll tell you what is happening is, it is causing some sort of audio disturbance in your singing. You are singing, but when we are hearing you, there is some sort of audio disturbance. So next time, try keep the tanpura behind you. You should be able to hear it clearly. We should be able to hear the strains of it. That's more than enough. Good. Be more indulging into it, and do not get lost on top notes when you're going. You're getting lost towards it. That's okay. It happens. Fine. Nice. Good job. Round of
Thank you.
applause. Nice. Okay, Vaishu, you may leave whenever you want to. Okay.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Then I'm going to have Pranathi Atthi joining from Atlanta, US. Pranathi, over to you. Mohananga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Namaskaram, everyone. My name is Pranathi Atthi, and I'm going to be singing a Geetam today called Mohananga Jaya Krishna, sung in Raga Mohanam, set to Adi Talam, and this Geetam is composed by Guru Garu, Wing Commander Minjan and Yagnaraman sir. Pagari sadapa sarika sari pagari sadapa Krishna, Jai Mohan, Jai Krishna. Sa 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 pa ga re sa, re sa sa da pa da 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 pa da sa 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 pa ga re sa, re sa sa da pa da da pa ga da pa ga re sa da pa re da da. Mohan, Krishna, Varuna Nilima, Geetika Atthi, Pranathi Atthi, Varuna Nilima, Geetika Atthi, Pranathi
Good. Pranathi, nice. You made us proud. You could have sung slightly in a slackened kala pramanam, It could have been little slow on the tempo. Otherwise, it felt nice.
Yes.
Good job. And Chakravarthi garu వీళ్ళు వస్తున్నారా పిల్లలు? Vaishu, you may leave, no problem. Yeah, in case you are busy, fine.
I can stay for a while. So
Okay, the choice is yours. I was just wondering, what about Geetika, Kyatika, where are they?
I think they're going to join, sir.
I don't know, but see, this is what is, no? At least our students should not delay joining. How do I know how many of you are joining? Okkanu show, just a moment. See, unless you have any pressing commitments, your joining should be at 7:25. Otherwise, how do I estimate? What do I do? I've got about hour and a half with me. If there are more number of students, like last week there were about 22 of you were there. Now what happens? Then I'll have to slightly, tailor make or pack the timing accordingly. Your mic is off, Pranathi. Acha maatladutunnava? Are you talking to them?
Yes, sir. They're joining now, sir.
Oh, it's late.
They said they forgot, sir.
Okay, then it is. See, if they have forgotten, then there is no admonishing. It happens. It happens with me also. Good. And Dr. Chakravarthi garu, can you hear me? No, I think he's getting his students online. So Raju garu, it's been a long time. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, sir.
Yeah. So very soon we'll have you playing the violin. But of course, this program I have restricted this to basically for children, I think, because I never believed, at least in today's scenario, age is never a binding or a limiting factor at all. You will find a child of 10 years can floor us, and he or she can surpass us. So age is no more a factor to group the people, but again to get some sort of No clarity. Yeah. Tell me. Evaramma?
Sir, this is Ananya. Actually, she wanted to sing a vachan.
Yeah, no problem. Ananya, yeah, open your video. I'm pinning you. ఒక్క నిమిషం. Ananya is joining us after a long time, good about 3-4 months.
Yes, sir.
How are you, Ananya?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay, we can't see you. Now we can see you. Can you put your phone on landscape mode? Tippi, if you can deselect. If it is possible, just
give
see.
me 1 minute.
So that we can see on a full screen, right?
Yes, sir. I'll just take 1 minute.
How is the studies going on?
It's good. It's going good.
English medium, and just check the syllabus also. Ask for the syllabus.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
discuss that. Good.
Yes, sir. To
Yeah.
call and ask.
Sure. Yeah. Over to you, Ananya. Yeah, we can see
Is
on
it
full screen.
right? You can see me.
Yeah, we can see you full screen. Good. Please go ahead.
ನೀರಿಗೆನೈದಿನೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ನೀರಿಗೆನೈದಿನೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಸಮುದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ತೆರೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಸಮುದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ತೆರೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ನಿರಗಮ ನೀರಿಗೆ ನೈದಿನೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ನಾರಿಗೆ ಗುಣವೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಗಗನಕ್ಕೆ ಚಂದ್ರಮನೆ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ನಾರಿಗೆ ಗುಣವೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಗಗನಕ್ಕೆ ಚಂದ್ರಮನೆ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೋಡಲ ಚಂದ್ರ ಶರಣರ ನಸಲ ವಿಭೂತಿಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೋಡಲ ಚಂದ್ರ ಶರಣರ ನಸಲ ವಿಭೂತಿಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ನೀರಿಗೆ ನೈದಿನೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ನೀರಿಗೆ ನೈದಿನೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಸಮುದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ತೆರೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಸಮುದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ತೆರೆಯೇ ನಿರಗಮ ನಿರಗಮ ನೀರಿಗೆ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ನೀರಿಗೆ ನಿರಗಮ ನಿರಗಮ ನೀರಿಗೆ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ನೀರಿಗೆ ನಿರಗಮನಿ ನೀರಿಗೆ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಸನಿದಪ ಮಗರಿಸ ಸನಿದಪ ಮಗರಿಸ ನಿರಗಮ ನಿರಗಮ ನೀರಿಗೆ ನೈದಿನೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಸಮುದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ತೆರೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಸಮುದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ತೆರೆಯೇ ಶೃಂಗಾರ
Okay. Yeah. Good, Ananya. Nice. Let me tell you, even for a casual singing, sing with Tanpura always. I'll tell you the problem. Without Tanpura, we won't know where are we exactly pitching. I remember you were singing in A or sometimes in B flat. Today you were little higher than B. Okay? Because you started singing without Tanpura. Without Tanpura, what will happen? You will never know where are you pitching at. And the top notes you are finding it difficult. Why? Because your basic reference note was higher than your actual pitch. Are you getting me? That is number one. Number two, for about good 80% of the time you are closing your eyes very tight. And you are, so when you are singing to the audience, you have to connect with the audience, no? Adi. Now otherwise what we can do, we can just listen to your audio. Or we can tell Ananya, go and do a ghost voice. Alakadu kada, you are singing live in front of live audience. See, now people are looking at you. Now if you don't look at them, you close your eyes very tight and sing at your own frequency. Now there will be a connect missing. So tomorrow when you sing live, this is a virtual live kind of. People are connecting to you from Atlanta, Hyderabad, Vellore, Coimbatore, all these places. But in your auditorium, Sharada International School, Koppal auditorium, when you're standing and singing, you will have to connect with the audience. Kada? Chala baga padavu. And even for casual singing, I know you got Tanpura app, mobile la undi, Tanpura Droid undi. Just switch on. It will just take little less than 2 seconds, and your singing will be more effective. You will be more happy when you align yourself with Shruti. So wonderful. Thanks, Ananya. Coming back, do well in your studies. And incidentally, your shirt and the curtain is so nicely matching. Turn behind and see. Is it a planned activity or it just happened like that?
It happened like that.
Ah, these are the good aesthetics. Very nice. Thank you. Keep doing well. How's your brother doing?
He's good, sir.
Where is he? He's not seen nearby. He's a busy man.
He's actually sleeping.
Okay. So typical of a Sunday morning. Good. No issues. Take care. Do well. Kyatika is there. Where is Geetika? Kyatika just got up. I know. She just got up and she's rushed from the bed. Let me do one thing. Kyatika, don't worry. Both of you take a break today because I am told, Pranathi told me you guys have forgotten. Absolutely okay. No love lost. It's okay. No problem. I mean, I don't want to be.
Actually, yes, sir. Amma went to some other Arunachala. Sir.
Ah, see, okay.
So we
No.
were held by the household activities and we just forgot about it.
It happens. No problem. Choice is yours because you still look sleepy and it will be incorrect on my part to know. Pressurized to come and do a performance. No problem.
No, sir. We woke up at 5:30, sir.
Actually, you woke up at 5:30.
Yes, sir. Because
Okay.
auntie would come to sweep and clean the utensils.
Oh, okay. But why
So
is
we just
Kyatika looking so sleepy then?
Kyatika woke up late, sir.
I was right then. I was right. So okay, let us examine. Kyatika, go. Take a break. Go. No problem.
I'll wash my face.
Yeah, no issues. No, choice is yours. In case you don't want to be inside the camera, stay away and just listen to what Geetika says. Geetika, have you prepared for the group discussion?
Yes, sir. I prepared for the electoral.
Neha's just come back from Allahabad. Neha went for Army SSB. She did very well. And there were about 200 plus girls were there. About 52 were screened in. She was one of them. 11 have got recommended. 11. And out of 11, I keep telling you guys, only 2 were freshers. Rest 9 were repeaters. So for you to know, these days getting recommended in the first go is very difficult. Because the system wants to know how keen are you in coming back to us. Something like that. It's okay, no problem. Neha has just come back possibly today morning. She's not here. So if you are okay, if you are ready with your talking, it's not going to be a group. Because I don't know whether Pranathi is going to be speaking. You can start off with your topic. By the time students from Sharada may also join. Okay, I'm pinning you, Geetika, over to you. Mom is away to Annamalai, huh?
Yes, sir.
Vellore nunchi enta dooram? It's about 80 kilometers, right?
No, sir. She went to Arunachalam.
Arunachalam.
Yes, sir.
Tiruvannamalai, that is what Arunachalam is. See, yes, Arunachalam is the name of the deity who resides there. He is an epithet of Lord Shiva, where we do Girivalam and all. Tiruvannamalai is the place where it's a hillock where there is a very old temple. Chala prachinamaina temple undi.
Yes.
Have you guys been there any time? No?
No, sir.
Yeah, try do it. Try find a day and go. I think it's about 80 kilometers.
Yes, sir.
How did she go by? She hired a cab sort of thing?
Yes, sir. Actually, her friends.
She's not gone alone.
Yes.
Okay.
No, sir. With her friends.
Good. Chalo, continue.
Yes.
Sir, Annamalai, both are actually same.
Yeah. Annamalai.
Short form of
Yeah. Arunachalam, Annamalai, Tiruvannamalai. Yeah. It's a kind of a constructed way of calling it.
Hill. Arunachalam is a hill. It is Arunachaleshwara is the Lord.
Absolutely. Like you have Simhachalam, Vedachalam, Arunachalam, all these chalams are where the deity resides on a hillock. Venkatachalam.
So, good morning, everyone. I'm Geetika from Vellore. So, today I'll be talking about the 2022 Indian presidential election. So, basically, I didn't prepare much on this topic. I just prepared what the topic is and all. So, the 2022 Indian presidential election, it would be the 16th election that would be held in India. So, presently, Ramnath Kovind, who is the incumbent president of India. So, if we go up with our constitution, Article 56 of 1 of the constitution would provide that President of India shall remain in the office period for about 5 years. So consequent to the expiry term, Ramnath Kovind, an election of President Ramnath Kovind, an election poll in the office was scheduled to be held on 18 July 2022, and counting of votings would take place took place and on 21st June 2022. Sorry, will be counting of votings would be taking place on 21st July of 2022 and 21st June. Yashwant Sinha, the former BJP leader, was unanimously chosen as the common candidate of UPA and other opposition parties for 2022 presidential election. And on the same day, NDA chose Draupadi Murmu as the presidential candidate. So I just gathered this information. I was about to go in depth, but I got a sudden.
No issue.
I was occupied.
Yeah, no issues. This election has got something wonderful to offer. Maybe I would have been very happy had you known the process of how the Collegium selects the President of India. It's a beautiful process. It's a very nice, time-tested, proven process. Please, prepare that. I'm going to ask you some questions about that later.
Yes.
And for the first time, it's going to be Srimati Draupadi Murmu, the first ever candidate from, she's from the tribal background, right? She's got a lot of rich legacy in the political arena, and she started from a very, very humble background. And the country is looking forward, and it looks that it's all going to be Miss Murmu, because it looks the kind of support what she's been getting. And out of those 114 odd candidates, only 2 have qualified to contest the election, Yashwant Sinha and Murmuji. Otherwise, rest all have been disqualified for want of certain documentary support and certain qualifications. If I stand, I need so many have to back me up. Unless there is a backup, unless there is a support, I cannot stand the election, something like that. The procedure is something very, very beautiful. It's a beautiful process, unlike the other Republican countries. Our way of electing the president is something so wonderful. I think maybe a few of you would have done about this. Sir.
I just want to apprise about the procedure only. It is so beautifully designed, as you said. It's very symbolic. It is a perfect example of indirect elections. We have direct election for MLAs, MPs, and all our representatives. And in turn, our representatives of Legislative Assembly as well as Parliament, they elect the President. And each MLA and each MP has got some value for their vote. It is decided based on the previous census. Population of that state and of that particular country, of that state only. Therefore, indirectly, the value of the vote is more for the parliamentarian because he represents more number of population, and MLA has got its less value. At the same time, actually, an MLA from Karnataka has got more value than an MLA from Manipur. Why? Because Manipur is a small state. That MLA represents less population of the country. Whereas MLA of Karnataka in this constituency, obviously, because Karnataka is a big state, Karnataka's population is more, therefore he represents more number. So it symbolically says that every citizen of the country has elected the president through their representative. That is what is the more wonderful thing about it. And the the constitution, under the able guidance of the drafting committee chairman and all the heads of the constitution drafting committee, they made perfect plan, perfect plan of electing the president. Actually, there is no other country has got such a written form of rules under all kind of auditors. In case president is not there, or unfortunately if he dies in his chair, what should be done? In case he steps down, what should be done? In case of some kind of unforeseen event, what should be done? Everything is clearly mentioned. And the new president should be elected actually when the president is in his chair. It is not the case with Prime Minister or Chief Minister or anything like that. First they resign, then the constitutional head will offer him to be the honorary post or something temporary. Please take care of caretaking Prime Minister or caretaking Chief Minister. He requests and he'll be in that post for the temporary time, and then the election process will be declared. Whereas in case of presidential elections, the thing is it has to be done in that particular period only. Therefore, normally it should have been in the month of December it should have happened, but few presidents, like they died, I think President Zakir Hussain died in his office. Because of that, they have conducted the election immediately after his death. Therefore, that was the reason why it got preponed to July. So, this July 31st, existing President Ramnath Kovind will be out of his office, and new elect president will join on the same day. So that's how beautifully the Constitution of India is written and the process will go. That's all. As I think the children can.
Thank you, sir. So wonderful. I think Dr. Chakravarthi had given a very, very nice, insight into the process. It's a very beautiful process. Rather, the entire world looks at us with a lot of awe and pride. The way how we go by population base, the representation, the weightage, added weightage, averaged weight, so beautifully done. Anyway, let me welcome Miss Kamalakshi Hegde from Koppal. Kamalakshi, I am pinning you. Are you going?
Our student, he joined in the name of his mother, sir.
Okay, okay. What's his name? The name of the student?
Namit Hegde.
Namit Hegde. Okay, Namit, I am pinning you through the ID Kamalakshi Hegde. And Namit, can we have your video on, Master Namit? Namit, there's some problem with the video, I believe.
He must be struggling with his mic as well.
Yeah, it's stuck. No problem. And see, that's what it's a wonderful process to go through. And in fact, the whole country, can you believe, for a presidential election, the country behaves as normal. It doesn't happen so in other countries. The US presidential election happens, or even for that matter, your other giants or even the smaller countries. Because of the procedural restrictions, the whole country gets destabilized in their process. In our country, it is not so. It's a wonderful process.
Not only the people, even the political parties.
Yeah.
When it is to select Yashwant Sinha, who was ideologically different from the stream of NDA, they have chosen Yashwant Sinha as their candidate. Many times it happened like that. They go across the parties, they behave little more matured.
More matured. See, that's why when Miss Draupadi Murmu's name was, let me tell you very, very honestly, I have not heard the name before in my life.
I heard because I was from Bhubaneswar.
You're from that constituency, you would know Bhubaneswar. Maybe during my days in Bhubaneswar, like I was there for about full tenure, but I never heard the name, to be very honest. First time I saw, and I think she's from Mayurbhanj. Now
Yes.
I saw, I कौन है ये? Then I did some sort of studies to know about her, because tomorrow if she becomes, for all reasons she's going to be the first lady of the country. Now let us know about her. It is so wonderful to know about her and see the kind of the representation, see the kind of the big kind of thought to represent, to make somebody from that tribal belt, so that everyone gets a fair chance, everyone gets a fair representation. And let me tell you, the office of president is so wonderfully done. Anybody who's a law abiding citizen can sit on that throne and do an excellent job, provided your intent and the journey what you have planned is on the right direction. It's nothing to do with what kind of political legacy you had.
Very, very correct. And actually, this process actually shows that it has set an example to the world also, that democracy, how powerful it is.
How powerful it is.
Keep the people in the forefront. Present Vice President, who is going to be demitting his office very soon, he was from a very humble background. He was a farmer's son. No much political backing and all. Like that, there are so many people who occupied the highest places.
Even Abdul Kalam sir,
Abdul Kalam,
for the
yeah,
kind
Abdul.
of humble backgrounds he had. You know what I was thinking before the names were announced, I had a kind of a thought and premonition, thinking that possibly Venkaiah Naidu ji will be slated for the presidential name, and possibly somebody else will occupy the vice president's office. That is what I thought, and maybe we all are small little people to think about this, but that was also not impossible. Having seen a full tenure as a vice president, possibly these things may also happen. In many an organization you would see, like electoral commissions, chief election commissioner. Generally you will find one of the junior election commissioners who is with him, with the chief election commissioner, is possibly slated, because a vice principal or a TGT becoming a PGT becoming a vice principal occupying the principal's office, that shows the growth in the organization, and the organization also tends to benefit because of sheer experience. And Raju Garu, would you like to add something about this? A few words from you in case.
No, sir. I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Oh, nice. And let me introduce Chakravarthi sir. Mr. Raju is an IT man. He is a very busy professional in Hyderabad. He is doing music with us. It's very, very sincere in his thought, deed and process. But being a very busy man, he finds very little time for his passion. But still, I'm very thankful on a Sunday morning. He's there to listen to the little ones and see that how they do so well. And I think Chakravarthi sir, I think there's some problem with the connectivity.
Yes,
we'll do one thing. We'll do one thing now that we have time. If it is okay for you, we will postpone the same topic for the next week,
Sure,
and let
sure.
us hear from the students. Geetika, Pranathi, including Katika and everyone, learn about the very process of what is a collegium, how do you get the weightage, how is it represented, what is state-wise, population-wise, what is party-wise support. Like Dr. Chakravarthi rightly said, we have nothing called a party syndrome into it. Like we go across the board, we go out of the box to get the right candidate. This all is possible only in a typical Indian democratic way of looking at it. And we are very, very proud of this. I'm telling you, as an Indian who's seen the process of this for good about 5 decades plus, I'm proud to be an Indian. And I'm telling you, it's something amazing to live in this country, because the kind of opportunities it offers, the kind of openness what we have, the kind of frankness we have towards in our dealings. Yes, we do have problems, bickering, but in a world in a level of index, I think we can put our collars and shoulders up to say that we are Indians and we are like this, and that's how we have always been recognized as the world pioneers. Thank you so much, sir. I think for lack of more students, because I was expecting a little more, because students from Coimbatore also, they have some exam commitments. I got a message today in the morning.
Even our school children have
Yeah.
exam tomorrow.
No problem.
Next week.
Sir, when is your exams getting over?
No, Thursday, sir. Thursday, only 4 days.
Okay, fine, first class. If that be so, Geetika, I am postponing the same topic for GD to the next
Yes,
week.
sir.
We will continue with the same topic, and let's
Okay, sir.
listen more. So even one or two frill points from each one of you, it'll add up to a collective learning by all of us. And I'm very thankful to Dr. Chakravarthi, a very very busy man, and amidst his tight commitments on a Sunday morning, and he's also told Ananya come perform today. Ananya was wondering what has hit her.
It was sudden decision to.
No, so wonderful, sir, so wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone. I think we'll close the topic today, and we'll just do a bit of a pranayama and close the day. We will meet again coming Sunday, so that we don't deny the little ones opportunity in speaking about the same topic for want of their time for their exams. Many of them have missed it today. Just a moment, sir. Okay. And Ananya, please remember not to attempt singing without Tanpura. Okay? As a gospel, sing with Tanpura on.
Yes.
Okay? Sit straight, all of us. Little bit of Nadi Shodhana, 4 cycles from the left to right. Great. We rub our palms nicely. Generate heat. Keep them on the eyes. Once, twice, and thrice. Cup your eyes with the palms. Feel a black. Feel a kind of a peace and a calmness in your eyes. Blink your eyes. Release your palms. Look at those beautiful lines drawn. Release your hands. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Sarva Jiva Jantu Sukhino Bhavantu. Jai Hind. Thank you all. Namaste. Sir, all the best for your children exam, and let everyone do so well. Thank you. We'll be next week, same topic.
Yes.
Thank you, Raju Garu. Namaste. Thanks for being here. Namaste, children. Bye.